Hey, what's up, my fellow aces? As you know, I'm Professor Mikhail Abdullah, and I just wanted to send my best out to all of our aces friends, family, followers, community, and so on. Aces. This is a message about the Aces Jiu Jitsu Club reopening and ACE's management during this crisis and our outreach. And ACE's Jiu Jitsu Club closed our locations 24 hours before the city of Austin actually recommended the stay in place order. And we turned our virtual clubs on within one day, right? It's never been ACE's policy to follow. It's been ACE's policy to lead in that regard. And we're going to lead appropriately, just as we have done for years, by sharing with you our plan and how we came upon it, right? But first, I'm going to share with you who I'm not, and this is more for some of the conspiracy lovers and perhaps even some diehard Trumpers, right? Who I am not is I don't work for the mainstream media. I'm not a part of the deep state or some liberal shill. I'm not a diehard interpolitical party. I am, however, a diehard American and a diehard ace. And while I've never been a fan of our current president, I've served my country honorably, and I take my civic duty and stewardship to my team super seriously. Right? This is extremely important for the information that I'm going to be sharing in just a moment. As who I am the founder of Aces Jiu Jitsu Club, who took the idea that we all share and enjoy from a little notebook at a coffee shop into number one winningest team and the largest team across Central Texas in just a few years, and with the help of some fantastic coaches and you as a member. And which is a really big deal, and I'm really proud of that. And we have led thousands of aces towards their own personal view of success, whether it was in competition on the mats, with self-confidence, in relationships, and so on and so forth, using Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai and martial arts as a vehicle to help improve and optimize our friends and our members. We've been able to do that faithfully, and we've been able to do that successfully for years now. And I'm really excited about that. And that being said, there's a few things that I will not do, right? And I will not compromise your safety for our aces, for my personal gain or for aces gain in that respect. And I also will not open too soon, just to fulfill my own personal selfish desires, to strangle my friends, right? Which I think is also extremely important thing to understand. So what we are doing, we are creating our own plan with professionals and medical community as we monitor the current situation, so we can get you back onto the mats as soon as we can manage it safely, which I think is a really important thing to touch on, which is safely. We didn't close because the city made us. We closed 24 hours before the city really kind of shut things down, because your safety means that much to us. And we saw the writing on the wall, just like when just like when you're in a match that has helped us to become the number one winningest team, and then we advise our competitors and our members to make more conservative decisions that get them to the win. We thought about this, and we didn't take it lightly when we made those decisions. And ACES, some really strong relationships have been made. I've seen like brilliant friendships, marriages, great training relationships, even some business have been started on our mats between our members. And it continues to be my distinct honor to continue to serve you as the leader here at ACES, and the head professor. I think it's within that mind that we make the most conservative and safe decisions that we can when it comes to your trust in us as an institution, and as your club, where you sharpen your tools and become the strongest, most empowered and successful version of yourself. So what is our plan? our plan, this all has been largely to communicate to you the intention of our plan first. Our plan is continuing to develop and grow, but not based on politicians who have no accountability to you. It's based on the accountability and that we take, and when it comes to our responsibility, right? Because that's an important thing, around making sure that you are safe-ish, right? As you, excuse me, there you go. As soon as you're able, and as soon as we're able, we'll get you on the mats. In the meantime, we're consulting our own medical professionals, and group of advisors to take risk management into consideration as we prepare for all of our locations to open appropriately. I just really want to make sure I took some time to communicate that to you. We'll continue to keep you updated as we figure out exactly what that looks like. But right now, I'll tell you the thing that a lot of people, it seems really unconscionable that a lot of people aren't admitting, which is that we don't have the exact plan yet. It's something that we're building because the data right now keeps changing. And in my experience, sometimes it's important to stay in a safer, more conservative position, because sometimes when you make certain mistakes, it's difficult to walk them back. That's true in fighting. That's true in Jiu Jitsu. It's true in Muay Thai. It's true in life. And because of this, it's even more important when we are coaching our friends and our team through their lives and through their success, to be able to make sure that that we're able to do this successfully together as a team, like we always have. And for those who have even just the moment of selfishness that crops up inside of them, that says, well, you know, this news agency said this, or this news agency said that. Shut up. Shut up and shame on you. This is not a political issue. This is a medical issue, right? And this is a safety and risk management issue. And it's important for us to think of the others. There is a couple of things. This is not an old person's disease. There are children who die from this. And you know what? It could be yours before you are ready to risk. And remember that. It could be your child. It could be a child connected or close to you. There are young people between the ages of 20 and 40 who are dying. And we're not sure, we don't know a lot of things as a species yet around exactly why or what the effects are, or quite even how to treat it completely. And it's because of this, since it's hard to walk that, we don't want to break things that we don't know how to fix. So as a community, no matter what our governor says and our local government says, we are the ones accountable to the management of our club and to the safety of our members, and we would never betray your trust. So we're going to be taking our time to make sure that we come up with a smart plan that takes all of the many different types of ACEs and ACEs communities into consideration before we implement. Now that does mean it might take a little bit more time, but I'd rather us measure twice, or heck, 5 times, and cut once rather than sacrifice one ACE for the sake of personal gain. That's my commitment to you. And I think that our ACEs know that when I make a commitment and when our team makes a commitment, we follow it, right? So with that, wherever you are, ACEs, please know that my thoughts, prayers, positive vibes, and that of our team goes out to you. And remember also that if any ACEs team members are going without food and water, we didn't wait for our government to support us. We have our own system of delivering food, water, provisions, hygiene products, all that stuff to our ACEs, because we are the arbiters of our destiny and we are responsible for our neighbors and for our teammates, right? So with that, keep training, keep growing. If you haven't already jumped on one of our virtual classes, they're super awesome. They're interactive. They have archive classes where, again, this is something we're going to release anyway in Q4 of this year. And we're excited that we already had a bunch of the work done. So that's why we were able to release it to you so quickly. And the new iteration of the online virtual club is ridiculously awesome. You should 100% check it out, whether you have a training partner in your home or not. Check out online.acesjujitsuclub.com. And if you're an active member right now, it costs you $0 extra, right? Because it's just part of your membership from now on, right? Anyway, that being said, keep training, keep growing, stay safe. Os.